Good afternoon and welcome to the Electrical Installation Department presentation today. My name is Nicholas Sansom. I'm the Curriculum Manager for the Electrical Installation area. The department is based at Southgate campus and is one of the largest departments in the college, with over 600 students at the moment studying on electrical courses. For the full-time courses, most of our 16 to 18-year-olds will come on to one of these courses, level 1, level 2, level 3, and would stay with us for usually a 3-year period. All of the courses are validated through City and Guilds, the awarding body. As well as the electrical subject, our students all study a whole package of qualifications, which we call a study programme. So included in there will be English and maths, enrichment, work experience, tutorial, plus all the other skills that we need to get into work these days: employability skills, enterprise and digital skills. This study programme then consists of one of the main qualifications that I've spoken about, level 1, level 2 or level 3, and the tutorial, maths and English and work experience. And just to say a little bit more about the English and maths, this is an essential skill. It's required in all industries, and particularly in electrical installation. All of our students will study English and maths up to GCSE and up to grade 4. So if you don't achieve a grade 4 at school before you come to us, then you'll study English and maths until you get to that required level. And on the programmes, particularly at level 2 and level 3, you'll be studying maths at a much higher level than GCSE. So it's a very important requirement that you have those basic skills, and we help you build those skills over the time you're with us. When we start at college on electrical programmes, most of our students who come from school will start on a level 1 course. Now that's because we build up the skills first of all for the students to make sure they've got all the technical and practical skills that they need to prepare them. And then they move on to the level 2. So it's a 2-year programme, if you like, level 1 and level 2. At the end of the 2 years, they achieve their level 2 qualification and they've got the basic theory and science of electrical installation for the industry. At level 3, there's a lot more technical knowledge involved and a lot more practical knowledge involved. And when you leave after the level 3 course, you really are competent to become an electrician. The assessment of all of our programmes, level 1, level 2 and level 3, are a mixture of different types. So there are practical workshops, there are exams going on, and there are assignments. Some of the exams are taken online, and some of the practical exams are obviously formal exams where you have to complete a particular practical task in a time period. So there's a number of ways that you could be assessed whilst you're on the programme for the electrical courses. When you finish at a level 2, although you've got a qualification, you're not a qualified electrician. So at that point, you could go out and become an apprentice. So you could join a company full-time and take an apprenticeship and then study 1 day a week at college after that. Or you could study full-time with us on the level 3 course. And you'll see the level 3 course, once you've passed that, you'll also be looking at things like 17th or 18th edition wiring regulations and other short courses that take you forward as a qualified electrician. When you finish at level 3, you are recognised by the industry as a competent electrician. So you would be able to go out and work in the industry as an installation electrician or a maintenance electrician. And as I say, that would take, usually, most people would complete that over a 3-year period. Each of the levels is 1 year. So the first thing you have to do is obviously apply online. And so we welcome applications from all students, and we have a process whereby we interview them. At the moment, most of the interviews are done remotely, and we have open days obviously planned later in the year when perhaps there might be a chance to have some tours of the building and have a look at what we're doing. But certainly we'll be completing those sort of interviews online if we can't do them in the college. And then once we get through all of that process, then obviously we'll be waiting to see what the GCSE results are to get you started on the application and into college. As I say at the beginning, my name is Nick Sansom, Curriculum Manager for the area, and that's my contact email there if anybody wants to contact me and ask any further details. Thank you very much for listening this afternoon, and I'll pass on to my colleague David. Thank you. David, you're okay to go?
Yep. Hello, can everyone hear me? So thank you for joining us this afternoon for the virtual open day for the engineering department at Barnet and Southgate College. I've got a succession of slides that I'm going to run you through just to introduce you to the department and let you know what we're about. It's a relatively small department. There are 3 staff members that deliver across the engineering curriculum. Shafi is a specialist in mechanical engineering. Talik is a specialist in electronic and mechanical engineering, and my name is David Keller, and I'm the curriculum manager, and I specialise in electrical engineering. We run 3 pathways in the department. We run a level 2 BTEC extended certificate in engineering, which leads on to the National Foundation at level 3, which is a year. And that leads on to the extended diploma in engineering at the end of year 3, if you're with us for the full programme. The extended diploma in engineering is worth, in A-level terms, about an A-level and a half, and will give you entrance to a university degree or an apprenticeship. The induction programme, so if you're successful in gaining a place on the programme, we have quite an extensive induction programme to welcome new students to the college, which is like an overview of the college rules, the course expectations, how the course is assessed, progression routes, and obviously the facilities that Barnet and Southgate College offer to support you on your journey through to completion. So I'll just explain a little bit about the courses. We deliver BTEC Pearson courses, and they're designed as a package to equip learners with practical skills. It's an ideal pathway for either apprenticeships, or it will prepare you for university to progression. It's ideal for students seeking employment in the industry also. So it's a really good career choice, engineering for problem solvers and creative thinkers. To start with, you'll be brought on to the level 2 extended certificate in engineering, which is a foundation certificate. And over the course of a year, you'll study 10 units, 2 of which are accessed externally online, and the other 8 are assessed via assignments, which will be integral to your lessons in the college. Up on the screen, you can see the units are the engineering world, investigating an engineering product, health and safety in engineering, engineering materials, engineering maintenance, interpreting and using engineering information, electrical and mechanical science for engineers, mathematics for engineers, electronic circuit design and construction, and engineering design. The course is structured to give you a really good overview of the engineering industry, which should set you up for your choice of degree or career progression. Once successful at level 2, you'll be offered a place at level 3, which is the mandatory core content, what makes 56% of the curriculum, and you'll be externally assessed by 33% of the curriculum, and the external assessment is typically a multiple choice online exam. The level 3 extended certificate, so the first year, there's a selection of units up on the screen that you can see that you will study with the first year. So these are an extension of what you would have done at level 2. But also, if you've got the right entrance qualifications to go straight in at level 3, these also support your learning moving forward and will give you a good spread of knowledge across the engineering curriculum. So this qualification can lead to, like I said, either apprenticeships or traineeships, or if you so choose, it leads you to a university degree in engineering. One of my former students at Success Case, just to give you an example, he started with us at level 1, progressed to level 2, went on to study with me at level 3, and then did a Bachelor of Science degree at Kingston University, then went on to do a master's degree, and now works for Rolls-Royce, developing jet engines for Boeing. So that's the sort of the possibilities that you could end up if you follow this pathway in engineering. Obviously, that's with aeronautical engineering, but this pathway sets you up for a plethora of different careers in electrical, electronic, or mechanical engineering. The assignments, so how you're assessed on the course, the assignments are graded at pass, merit, or distinction, and the assignments are given to you in class for the internal assessments, and you'll be studying towards the assignments throughout the course of the year. You'll get given full support to complete the assignments to a very high standard, and obviously we run revision classes to support you for the external exams as well. Every assignment has a deadline for submission, and the deadlines are really important. You have to submit all your work on the deadline. Alongside what we call the study program in engineering, we run GCSE maths and English classes, which are mandatory for all learners that don't come to us with a grade 4 to 9 in GCSEs. We've got excellent results on the maths and English program. It's very well organised. The tutors are excellent. They offer one-to-one support. And you've got full access to online platforms and resources and GCSE revision workshops. One thing we do insist is that every learner that comes on the engineering programs must engage 100% with the maths and English curriculum, because obviously part of our core subjects relies on a good knowledge of maths and English to be successful. The course expectations in the engineering department, but especially across the college, we expect attendance of 90% and above. We expect you to be punctual to every lesson. You must display a positive and motivated attitude. Understand that English and maths is part of your core course. A lot of students think it's separate, but it's actually not. It's mandatory. The assignment deadlines, so although you study in college for the assignments, the deadlines are really, really important that we meet them, because we're audited from Pearson on them deadlines. And as part of your study program, you will get given opportunity to gain workplace experience. We have a whole work experience team that work tirelessly to find all of our students work placement opportunities in industry, because I think for across the curriculum, you'll be expected to notch up between 240, I think, and 330 hours per year work experience placements. So that's the end of my very sort of brief overview of our department. On the last slide, you've got the email addresses of myself, who can answer any, if you go away and you think that you might need any extra time to think about issues, or you've got extra questions, please don't hesitate to email me. And you've got the level 3 related inquiries. There's TILX email address on the screen. And for all level 2 related inquiries, there is Shafi's email address on the screen also. That's the end of my presentation. So if you've got any questions, please do not hesitate to ask them now. So I just had a question come through about the support from Maths and English. We do have we do have supported learning in the college, and all Maths and English would be supported with that if the student met the correct criteria. So typically, if students at school are getting supported in Maths and English classes, that support would continue with their studies in college. And another inquiry, yes, we do have several students that have special needs across the curriculum, and we have a very, very good special needs department that look after all the special requirements that learners need to support them with their journey throughout the curriculum. Currently, we don't have, as a question just popped up on the screen, inquiring if we have any courses starting in January. At present in the engineering department, we certainly don't have any courses starting in January, but that's something we are looking into. And I believe if you contact our main inquiry unit via our website, we will take your details down, and if we can get enough people to create a class, then that is definitely something we would be looking at doing moving forward. Yes, you should be able to. I believe that the presentations are being recorded. There's a question just popped up to ask if they can watch the presentations at a later date. The presentations are being recorded and will be accessible, I believe, via our website.
Can I just add to that as well, David?
Yep.
A question about level 2 electrical. Yes, we are running a level 2 electrical evening course from January, although that is for adults, not for 16 to 18 students. So if anyone's interested in that, then they can apply in the normal way on our webpage.
Great stuff. Thanks, Nick. And although I've answered the questions in relation to engineering in the electrical department, I know that the support, you've got learners there, Nick, as well, haven't you, that have special needs and are supported in their studies.
That's right, yes. We've got additional learning support staff that work alongside the students in practical and theory lessons, and assist them with whatever they may need in terms of support to complete their studies. So that is very well set up and runs well for the students. We're also loaning out laptops at the moment. Obviously, with the situation at the moment, a number of our students having to work from home for part of their curriculum, then we are loaning students laptops to make sure that they're able to complete those studies from home.
Yeah, and that's a very good point, Nick. That's the same as in the engineering department. We have a resource the college has a resource of laptops, and if students need that support, if they haven't got access to the internet at home, there are loan schemes available for students to continue their studies, to take advantage of everything remotely as well. That's a good point, Nick. Thank you. Did you, Nick, want to go into any detail about possible careers in electrical installation, the commercial, domestic routes?
Yes, I mean, just to say that as well as the full-time courses that we're running, we also run part-time courses for retraining and for updating in electrical skills as well. Those are running all the time, and you can find details of those on the webpage. So as well as completing a full-time course with us, you might well want to come and do a part-time course or update your skills and be able to move into different areas. So they're available as well for you.
Brilliant. I think the college website as well has got very, very good detail. So everything I've been through on the presentation today, the detail of the units and the assessments and the entrance criteria of the courses is all displayed on our website. So if you look on the Barnet and Southgate College's main page under courses, certainly the engineering and electrical course pathways are very detailed. Although the entrance requirements are quite high, please don't let that deter you making any inquiries. We do support learners that come in that haven't quite got the entrance requirements that we need. So if you just sort of fallen short of a grade 4 in maths or English or science, please still talk to us, because there is support available that we can give you to get you through your GCSEs as required to gain entrance to the course. So I think your entrance requirements for electrical, Nick, is that the same, level 4 and 5?
It is
sorry,
the
grade
same,
4 and
although
5.
because we're starting at level 1 electrical, we do allow students to join who have possibly only passed GCSE at grade 1 or grade 2, because we've got time to develop those skills over the period of the course. So we will consider applicants from students who don't achieve their GCSEs at grade 4, because we start on a level 1 programme first of all.
Fantastic. And the facilities at Barnet and Southgate, the electrical facilities, do you run the 2391, the test and inspection course as well?
That's right, yes, we run those professional courses as well, 18th edition, 2391, and the NVQ as well. If anybody's working in the industry and wants to update their skills or to move forward on their qualifications, then they can apply through the website for all of those.
Fantastic. I'm just waiting. So if anyone's got any more questions for Nick or myself, then please feel free to answer. So we've had a question come through. Are we doing face-to-face sessions? I believe at the moment there are limited face-to-face sessions in the college. By sessions, if you mean lessons, all the lessons are being run as normal at the moment in the college, but we're operating a 50-50 split. So we're getting half of the students in the classroom, and we're delivering to half the students remotely at the same time, just so with an air of caution for health and safety, we are making sure that we're cutting down the group contact, but lessons are still very much running face-to-face at the moment. What are the application deadlines? So as I said, for the January-February starts, although we've got no concrete courses yet in engineering running or starting in January or February, please, if you're interested in a course, put your name down or contact us. But the application deadlines for the start of next year, I'm guessing will probably be next September or October. We'll run enrolments right the way through the end of the year, through the summer, and I think we'll stop enrolling next October. The end of October, Nick, normally, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. I mean, if you're coming from school and you're interested in applying, then do apply early, so that we've got plenty of time to talk to you over the rest of the year, and get you prepared for your course at college starting for next September. So don't hesitate to apply, because that's important. But in terms of closing a deadline, we will take applications right up till next September before the courses start.
Yeah. So the questions just come through as well. Will there be any form of mechanical work in the level 3 course? At the moment, there are elements of the curriculum that do, that I'm guessing by mechanical work you mean the hands-on stuff. The facilities in the college are quite limited at the moment. However, we do outsource that, and parts of the curriculum we go remotely. So we take students away and we do the workshop days somewhere else. But yes, there are elements of the curriculum that do encompass mechanical work. One of the other questions, would prior achievement in design and technology GCSE allow the student to access level 2? Level 2 in engineering, and I'm guessing probably in electrical as well, providing they've got maths and English. But again, yes, absolutely, we would consider students with a prior achievement in design and technology to access engineering courses. Nick, is that the same for electrical?
Yeah. So there would be students that couldn't go straight into level 2 if they've got some previous qualification that's relevant. Yes. So we'd have a look at that on application.
Brilliant. Thank you, Nick. So there's one for you, Nick. A question that's come in: a level 2 a prospective student is interested in a level 2 electrical course. Would you be able to refer her to a helper? because assisted learning support. So you have that in the electrical department, don't you?
Yes, you do. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I missed the first part of that, David, but yeah, I mean, there is assisted support. So any student who applies would be asked on their application form to indicate any support needs they'd have. And then as well as having an interview with the electrical department, they'd also have an interview with the ALS team to discuss anything that they might need in terms of any support or assistance on the programme. So
That's
that would be
absolutely
available
right,
for you through that application process.
Fantastic.
Hello, unfortunately, we've come to the end of our webinar now. If you've got any further questions for David or Nicholas, their contact details are listed on the chat window, and we thank you for listening.